Well, I thought I'd come out here and harvest some of this kale. It's starting to go to seed. And I am going to use it in some salads and some soups. And I'm going to dehydrate some for a powder to put in a smoothie. Now all of this that I'm cutting off, it will grow back. I have been using this kale since last year, and every time I cut it, it grows back abundantly. So it's a hot early morning. It's about 9 a.m. and the sun is already just, it's hot. If you really want to enjoy a cool morning, you got to get up probably before the sun rises, to come outside and get stuff done. That's how they did it. Our elders did it that way. All of the people that, when I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, you know, my grandfather used to get up about 5 a.m., fix him a good breakfast. He made the best biscuits. And eggs, fried eggs, and sausage, and biscuits and gravy. They were just, I would have to say he had the best biscuits out of anybody else's that I've ever tried. And he can make one good hamburger too. When he would get done working outside in the garden and doing whatever he needed to do, he'd come in around lunchtime and be done for the rest of the day, because it was in the heat of the day. And he would come in, make a lunch, make a good, fat, juicy hamburger. Oh my goodness, I sure do miss my grandparents. I really do. I spent a lot of time at their house growing up. Their house was a safe place. It was just a world of wonder. My grandmother had the most beautiful yard. She had so many different types of plants that she was growing. She had cherry trees. She had apple trees, grapes. They grew grapes. My family, my grandparents lived off the land. As I got older, we moved away, way into the Danube National Forest, a place called, located on Laurel Creek. Beautiful. A big creek down there that we used to play in. We had a natural spring that we got our water from when we moved there. We used it before we had our well drilled. And once we had our well drilled, the well did not last long. It went dry. And so we reverted back to the spring, and we just put a pump in it and pumped it up to the house. I used to have to go down to the spring and carry about a gallon or two of water back up at this big hill to the house. My parents taught me hard work growing up. You know, my childhood was not perfect. A lot of us did not have perfect childhoods. But I will tell you this, I do appreciate the things that I learned, skills on being self-sustainable, canning, gardening, camping, living off the land, fishing, hunting. I never did any of the hunting the men did. But I will tell you that deer tastes really good. We were poor, so we didn't have a choice but to live off the land. And you know what? That's the best thing to do, because you know where your food's coming from, and it doesn't have all of these chemicals in it. So a lot of people had tobacco farms in Kentucky as well. A lot of people would go work there. I gotta see what my dogs are doing. What are you doing? Hi, Sadie. Hannah, come here, please. What are you doing? Okay. Sometimes she likes to herd the ducks or the chickens. So, just making sure that she wouldn't chase them around. Hi guys. I'm really happy about how everything is still growing in my greenhouse, even though the cover is torn and tattered from all of this rough weather we've been having. Yesterday we had thunderstorms that came through, lasted all night. I still haven't been able to do anything in the garden. It's just waterlogged. But I did a video before this one that I was really pleased and happy about how the garden's doing good. All of this water has not killed everything off, so to speak. So yes, my kale is going to seed. So I'll have to get those seeds and save them for next year. It'll still keep producing. Who's that? Okay. I'm probably going to have to go through this and get rid of the ones that's got all the holes in it, because there's been some kind of bug eating it. Yeah, you can still get bugs and funguses in your greenhouse. I want to tell y'all something. Yesterday was such a chaotic day, and day before, my animals have not been acting right. Well, come find out, Hannah got into something and she made herself sick. And that dog was sick and throwing up all over the place yesterday. I gave her some charcoal, and it seemed to just, she's better today. She's running around and playing, so I don't know what she got into, but I like to joke that all of my animals are special needs. Because they do some of the most ridiculous things. They will eat stuff that's not even food. And so I said, I wonder if Hannah's got pica. I was saying that jokingly, but we all know that, you know, animals, they will get in. Some animals won't. There's some animals that aren't like that, but I'll tell you what, she will put anything and everything in her mouth. She's grown. She's 3, going on 3 years old. So, and I just got Sadie last year. May is a year that she came, and she's not like that, but I really do love my animals. We have 11 cats that I don't allow to be around me. They stay out on the front porch. It's a screened front porch. They've got all of their litter boxes out there, their food and water. I've got to take them to the vet probably next month and get them fixed. But I don't allow them in the house because I'm highly allergic to them. And the male cats, they stay outside. Reese, I don't know if I said this before, but Reese wants to be the alpha male, and he ended up running off all the other tomcats. But they're still around here. They're still hanging out. Reese came, not Reese, but Randy came the other day and stayed for a couple of days until Reese ran him off again. And Tom is still around, and so is Whiskers. But they won't come into the yard because of Reese. He's being very dominant. So, you know, I put food out and whatnot for him, so he's just being dominant. Hi, sweetheart. Miss Serenity is swimming in her pool. I've got that up and running. Well, I think I got a good bit of it off. I still have a little bit more. I want to leave some for later on. I'm going to gather up all of these leaves and give them to the chickens and the ducks. But everything is coming along really good. I've got some flowers that's coming up. Those are zinnias. I love zinnias. The lavender's looking really good. I hope it spreads out because I like to use lavender to make do herbal things with it. And I'm gonna pick this oregano. I'll make some oil of oregano here pretty soon, and I'm gonna do a video on that. So all right, I'm gonna head in and get this kale processed.